Well, hey everybody, Cheryl Pace here. Thank you for joining me live. So I had not planned on doing a video today actually, and then I just felt like the universe, like God, was giving me this message the last couple of days. Don't give up. Don't give up. See, have you ever had that happen where every time you turn around, you're hearing the same message from like a million different sources? So I thought maybe I would write a few things down and share that with you, and maybe that will be encouraging to you. So I don't know if you've ever heard of Jack Canfield, but he is the author of the Chicken Soup for the Soul books. And now he goes around and travels, and he's a motivational speaker. Well, I was listening to one of his talks, and he said, I don't know if anyone knew this, but 144 publishers turned him down. He said, what if I would have given up after 100? Like, how many would have given up after maybe like 10 or 20, right? But he kept going, and his book was finally published, and his publisher wrote him a check for $1 million. It was the first time that had ever happened. The publisher put a little smiley face on the signature part because he was just so happy. He'd never done that before. Well, listening to Jack's, hold on one sec, sorry, speech, he was saying that our thoughts can really affect us physiologically. And he did a kinesiology test with a member of the audience that he brought up. And it was just so fascinating because he had the woman put her arms straight up and he would press down on it. And depending on her answers, she could either resist or he would press her arm straight down. The times where she could resist were when she had positive thoughts about herself, when she was telling the truth, or when the audience was thinking positive thoughts towards her. The times that he could easily press her arm down were the times when she would lie. She said her name was something other than it was, and her arm went straight down. And then the audience was directed to think negative thoughts towards her. Her arm went straight down. So he made the point that our brain was not wired to lie. Our brain was created to perceive truth, to organize truth, and express truth. And when we lie to ourselves, like telling ourselves that we can't, when we surround ourselves by people who are discouraging rather than encouraging, and when we focus on our failures, it affects us physiologically. I just thought that it was absolutely fascinating. So Henry Ford, I've made this quote before, said it before. Henry Ford said, whether you think you can or you can't, you're right. Okay? Because if you think you can, you're going to try, and most likely you're going to achieve what you're trying to do. But if you think you can't, you're never going to try in the first place. He mentioned a kid named Matty Christensen. Matty Christensen was a paraplegic. He had no arms from his elbows down, no legs from his knees down. He was fitted with prosthetics, and one of the prosthetics was like an accessory that was like for lacrosse. And with it, he could play baseball. Well, he and his team won the national championship in New York with baseball. Now, if you were a paraplegic, would you have thought that your career would have been in baseball? I don't know that I would. I don't know, but I think that that is pretty amazing. He also interviewed a guy named Kyle Maynard, who was also a paraplegic, who he was a wrestler, and he was on Oprah. He wrote a book called No Excuses. I want to look that up and read it. But I know that in my life, there have been times where I really wanted to give up. One of them was, okay, for the women out there, if you've ever had a baby, you know that point in your pregnancy, you're thinking, oh, I want to do it all naturally, which I did. And you're thinking, what the heck did I do? Okay, give me an epidural right now. I want to give up. But think about this. Right on the other side, golly, it all just makes me feel emotional. Right on the other side of the worst point where you're ready to give up, that's when everything intensifies. And what is the result? A beautiful little baby, right? Oh my gosh. And you know, it's happened to me before too. I used to run in triathlons. I would just want to give up. There would be a certain point where I would hit a brick wall, but you keep pushing through and you end up finishing it. What a feeling of accomplishment that is. So anyway, that's why I titled my message, Excuses or Results. You pick. Don't give up. So In honor of National Women's Day, I want to tell all the women out there that you are awesome. Women are so strong. We go through so much and we just keep pushing through and we do it, don't we? And for all the men out there, you too. But today's not your day. All right? You're awesome too. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I got a quick message because I got to run and pick up my daughter. But if you got some value, thank you for the thumbs up, for the little hearts. Leave me a message, comment, and definitely share this with someone who needs to be encouraged today. You guys have a great day, and I will talk to you soon.